Hello everybody. Uh, in my previous video, I shared with you the yin and yang aspect, the meaning and the purpose. So today, I will bring you one step further, not one step, two steps further. Is to understand what does the Taiji means and what does the Bagua means also, and all the purposes. So let's get started. Okay, I have shared with you this this the holistic. Everything is inside. They call it the emptiness. Actually, it's not empty. Everything inside. So what is inside? Okay, 10 stamp. 10 stamp is inside. Okay, thereafter I show you when they break into two, it's called the yin and yang. Okay, it's called the yin and yang. So yin and yang represent what is good, what is bad. And this yin and yang also differentiate. They start to differentiate the 10 stem. They have the 5 yin and the 5 yang. This is what it's all about. Okay, what is the 5 yin? Okay, is yi, ding, ji, xing, kui. This is the 5 yin, and the 5 yang is jia, bing, wu, keng, ren. So inside you have the 5 yin and 5 yang. Okay, so you must also understand what is the good and bad, what is the which element they have strength, which element they do not have strength. So I don't use the good, the strong and weak. I don't use. I use the strength. What does it mean? How to get the strength? Okay, all the strength derived from where? Derived from the 12 growth table. Okay, 12 growth table. Okay, with the 12 growth table in place, you will be able to confidently, okay, assess whether does this stem they have strength or they do not have strength. Okay, I give you an example based on the 12 growth table. So we use Z as the day master. Okay, but when I use Z, then there's a differentiate between these two Z, because this Z can be goat or this Z can be ox. Correct? We don't know. So there are two different reading. Okay. So I will use the ox reading. I use the goat reading. Is easier. Okay, the goat reading. Okay. So how to differentiate if you have the dragon? Okay, you have the dog. Okay, you have the dragon, the Wude master that belong to the dragon. You have the Wude master that belong to the dog. I mean they fall under the dog day master. Then you have the Jide master that fall under the goat. You have Jide master that fall under the ox. Okay, uh, how to differentiate? Very easy. You have to pay attention to this, to this. Okay, uh, Ping Ping Day Master and Wu Day Master of the Dragon, the 12 growth reading is the same. Okay, I repeat. Ping Day Master and Wu Day Master in the 12 growth, the reading is the same. Okay, the Ren Day Master and the Dog Day Master 12 growth is the same reading, exactly the same. The Ting Day Master and the Ji Day Master that fall under the goat, the 12 growth reading is the same. Okay, the Kui Day Master and the Ji Day Master that fall under the Ox 12 growth reading is the same. Okay, I did post the 12 growth table in my so-called Facebook, right? So you can get the picture. I mean the table. You can get the table in my Facebook. Okay. So in the 12 growth, they only give you 12, 10 stand reading. They only give you the 10 stand reading. So that is missing 2-day stand reading. The missing of the 2-day master is actually the Ox Day Master and the Dog Day Master. Okay. So now, back to the strength. Okay. How to determine is the Day Master they receive support or they do not receive support? If they do not receive support, then what happened to them? No confidence. Okay, not stable. When they receive support, then this person will have confidence, which is mean that they are more stable. But the level of the strength, it varies. Let me explain to you how different is the strength. So we will write down the 12 animal table. This is the 12 animal table to determine the 12 growth strength. Okay, pay attention to all this. It will be good if you can understand all this. If you understand all this, you can understand the reading very easily. In the 12 growth, the tiger to the goat day master is death. Okay, death, no strength. Followed by sick. Okay, no strength. Then this is weak. After the weak, you get prosperous. Okay, prosperous. Prosperous is strong. Okay. Then this is thriving. Okay, thrive, also strong. Then this is young. Young is also strong, but you see the level of strength is different. Although they still fall under the strength category, but the level of strength is from the strong then down to the weakest strong. But it's still strong, it's just that it is weaker, which is mean that this person is strong but sensitive. Okay. Then this one is bath. Okay, after bath this is grow. Followed by nurture. Okay, conceive. Okay, this is extinct. Then this is grave. Okay, so deaf is definitely weak, sick is definitely weak, weak is weak, prosperous is strong. No, these are all strong. Nurture, conceive. This is minus. So from there you see this is called the level of strength to the day master. These are very important, right? Because the level of strength is very different. Of course, prosperous is the strongest, followed by thriving, right? Still strong, young is strong. These three is the real strong. Of course, there is reading on this. Okay, understand? These are all. This one strong is this is resource. Fire produce earth. These are two fire produce earth. So how they become strong? When they learn, they become very strong, which is mean that they are very so-called. Every time when they learn something, they become strong. So-called what? They become very confident. Give them a lot of confidence. This why. That's why the level of strong is determined. You must understand the meaning of strong. Some people, when they are strong, they work, right? As long as they work, the work give them satisfaction, so they become strong, right? How? They enjoy working. So a person who enjoy working, definitely they become strong. Understand? So there are people who look for interest, right? Like example, the hurting officer and eating god. Example, the hurting officer and eating god. Okay, they have interest base, right? If you have hurting officer eating god in your 八字, definitely you are very ambitious, right? Because why? You like a lot of things, right? So as long as you find interest in one things, they give you a lot of strength. You understand? So who are the people? What kind of example that we can relate? The show business, people that in the show business, the actor, the actress, and the singer. When they sing, it gives them a lot of confidence. That's why, that's why this called job satisfaction. This called habit satisfaction. Understand? So this water represent money. Money is working. So when they work, they gain the strength. They enjoy working, the satisfaction. So as long as anything that give you the satisfaction, you have the confidence. Confidence is a strength, right? But this kind of strength is not independent. The only independent to a 八字 is your same element, earth. Okay, earth. The positive earth, not the negative earth. Okay, these two earth is positive because one is young, one is nurture. To the earth day master is very independent, right? But if you have the earth of the ox, which is negative, or the earth of the dragon, it becomes contradicting in reading. Understand? This person look like very confident, but actually is not confident. Understand? Then you must also understand where does this appear in a person part. It can appear in a year, in a month, in a day, or in an hour. All are different reading. How to read the year, the month, the day, the hour. Okay, I will cover in my next video. But this is the concept. You must learn all this. Extinct is extremely weak, right? So this person, once this person have money, what does extinct mean? Once this person had the money, they lost the characteristic. Understand? Because money make them lost personality, right? That's why it's called extinct. Extinct is the entire earth is missing, right? Which is mean that when this person have a lot of money, they do not have character. Understand? That's why in this world, money is always the problem. Understand? When a person do not have enough, okay? But remember, this is the approach. So you must understand all the 10 steps with the 12 growth. But of course, you need to practice, right? You need to practice. Without all this, you difficult to determine the strength. You understand? So 八字 is not easy to learn. You need to have because 八字 the knowledge is from where? It's from heaven, right? That's why they are called secret. 八字 is a secret. Heaven knowledge is not easy to learn. You understand? So I will encourage you, because when you learn, you will change your life in a very positive way, because you understand a lot of things. Understand? So initially 10 stem is all together, right? Then when they break apart, they start to have yin and yang. It's called the good and bad, right? But in elemental, these are in energy, in energy language, they have the 5 yin, the 5 yang. It's called the 5 positive and the 5 negative, the 5 good and the 5 bad. Okay, this is in principle, right? That means this is the start of the so-called the start of energy, so-called interaction. Then yin yang, okay, they become Taiji. Okay, so there is a white dot, okay, inside the bigger part, right? Inside the yin and yang. So now we bring the study one step advance. Okay, yin and yang. First, yin and yang is called good and bad. Okay, so good and bad. So now with the yin and yang, which means that you add one dot into the yin and yang, is called good in bad, bad in good. Okay, bad but inside there is good, good but inside there is a bad. It's called yin contain yang, yang contain yin. Understand? This is more advanced reading. It's more complicated. You understand? So they are saying that on the heaven, right? On the heaven there is yin and yang. On the earth there is yin and yang. On the hidden stem there is yin and yang. This is based on a pillar perspective. What kind of pillar? Example, I'm giving you a scenario of pillar. Okay, 甲肾 is a pillar. So inside the sun there is 庚壬午, right? Okay, so this is heaven, this is earth, this is man. Okay, which means that they say heaven have yin and yang, right? Because if you open the 八字, some 八字 they have all the yang, some 八字 have all the yin on top, but some 八字 have yin and yang. You understand? So this is only for understanding basis. There is not yet good or bad. So because why haven't got yin and yang? Because you see the stem got yin and yang, right? So earth also got yin and yang. You draw down all the 12 animal, then you divide by 2. The animal has 6 yin and 6 yang. Correct? So in a hidden stem, the hidden stem and the stem is the same. That's why it's called stem, but it's hidden. Understand? So this is yin and yang. Then also the good got bad, the bad got good. Understand? So in the scenario of a so-called 八字 interpretation, a person can be nice to you, but they have hidden agenda, right? A person can be not nice to you, right? So what do we mean by not nice? It's a very individual subject, right? Like what's called a person that is bad to you. Most of the people will categorize a person that are quiet, are not very friendly. right? Friendly and not very friendly. Friendly people doesn't mean a person that are friendly to you doesn't mean it is good, because it is always the easiest part. Like as example, some person want to take something or have something or achieve something from you, they have to be nice to you in the first place. You have to understand this. This is based on the law of the law of this Taiji, the law of Taiji. Okay, when a person who don't need anything from you, they don't have to be nice to you, right? They just, no, they just don't talk to you. They just do their own thing. They just keep quiet. Seldom talk to you because nothing to say, right? Because they don't need anything from you. Understand, right? But doesn't mean that they are bad. Understand? But they normally these are people are very honest with you, and most of the time you don't like them, right? Because people always like people to pay attention to them. This is the biggest flaw in the principle of Taiji. They just want to tell you you have to be careful when people are nice to you. You understand? Because definitely they want something from you. Definitely. Okay? So who are the people? I give you an example. Who are the people that can rob you easily? Right? Your good friend, they can rob you easily. Right? Because they are nice to you. You wouldn't know, right? And you wouldn't mind, right? Correct? So people that you love can rob you easily, like your darling, your parents, your children, right? These are the people that can rob you easily, and mostly you don't mind they rob, unless you are very so-called you are very tight, financially very tight. You cannot give them what they want, and then that is the problem. Then that is the time that you realize, correct? They don't really care how hard you work. They want this, mean they want this. Or there are people who go through this, but remember, this all derived from the understanding of Taiji reading. Okay, so you have to be careful. If you don't believe, you try to associate yourself with those people who are so-called, they don't have to please you. They are just that like themselves. You will know them. They will tell you the truth most of the time. Understand? The first thing they tell you, you don't have to live this way, right? You don't have to please other people, things like that. So then they say that it is very safe if you're always neutral. These type of people are neutral, because why? They don't have to pay attention to you, say nice thing to you, whatever. Understand, right? So this is the Taiji principle of understanding, yin and yang. Okay. So remember the good and the bad, the day and the night, something like that. Okay. So example, in a day, people are working, but there's one dot here, which is mean that in a day there is a small portion of people they are sleeping. Why they are sleeping? Because their job is at night. So there are people at night. Most of the people they are sleeping, but there's a dot, so called at night when everyone is sleeping. There's a portion of people actually they are working. So this is to balance out, right? Balance out. So just really Taiji, there are too much reading, too many so-called meaning and so-called real life aspect reading that happen in everyday life. It's just that people don't really understand, right? So now you understand this. Then this Taiji become Bagua. Become Bagua. This Taiji, they become Bagua. Okay, they become Bagua. Okay, there is also another reading, principle reading. I'm going to give you a scenario of it. Okay, so this Taiji, in a puzzle, how does it look like? Okay, I'll give you an example. Okay, so you break this puzzle. Okay, you break them into two parts. Okay, yin and yang is also represent one that is movement, one is no movement. Okay, so this Taiji is also the same. Okay, movement. In the movement, there are certain portion that is no movement. Okay, this part is non-movement, but inside there is movement. It's just that you need to be aware all your surrounding. You need to be aware. So in the 八字, what is moving, constantly moving in the 八字? Okay, the month. The month move by season. The month move by season. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. The year. Okay, the year don't move. So don't move is yin, move is yang. So the month come from the year. So yin produce yang. You understand? Yin always produce yang. Why? Woman is yin, man is yang. Woman give birth, men don't give birth. This is why. You understand? Then this is day. Then this is hour. Okay? Day same. Day don't move. Day don't move. Hour move. Okay? Hour move. Move by day and night. The hour tell the timing of day and night. Understand? That's why you have the day, you have the night. So the hour is moving, the month is moving, the year and the day don't move. So the day, the year and the month is called one Taiji. It's called the big Taiji. The day and the hour is called small Taiji. Okay, because one move, one don't move, one move, one don't move. Okay. Most of the 八字 reading is always, you always read on the big Taiji, the year and the month. Okay, so you understand this. So when you like this is 八卦 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now see 八卦is 8. This is the start of the understanding, not reading. The start of understanding and their purpose. Okay, later I'll tell you their purpose. So this is understanding. So the 八字 you understand. Without a date of birth, right? Without a date of birth, or let's say without a date, there's no yin yang, right? The earth itself already start with a date already. That's why as long as you have a date, things start to evolve, right? Changes start to happen. Alright. By example, if woman they produce an egg, man produce the sperm. Okay, if the egg without sperm, no movement, nothing will happen. Correct? Okay. So the egg is non-movement, it's the yin. The sperm is the movement, is the yang. So when yin and yang they meet together, the chain start. The chain reaction start. Understand? So you see a date of birth is so important. To where? For the entire globe, a date of birth. Every country also have a date of birth. It's called the Independence Day. Okay, then every Independent Day in a country, they come with a seal. They come with a seal. Okay. What is the seal? The seal is the logo. The logo, flag. The flag. Spell correct. Easier so you can see the flag. Okay, the flag is a logo, so it becomes an identity. So when you study all this, when you study 八字, you will know actually symbol is very important, right? Like all religion in the world, they have their symbol. The symbol is called the so-called the identity of the religion. Correct? So every person, as long as you have a 八字, you have a symbol, it's just that you don't know your symbol. Understand? In my previous video, I talked about the coronavirus, right? Your day master is your symbol. You understand? But of course, the one is for immunity. That one is for immunity, right? So in the date of birth, we have a few symbols that we can use if we know what is good for us, what is bad for us. So you wear the symbol, or the symbol become your business symbol, it will be very good in business. Okay. So if the symbol, we have family symbols, we have personal symbol. Symbol, we have a few symbol. We have personal symbol, we have business symbol, which is called the career, the business, and we also have relationship symbol. Relationship symbol is for you to put in your master bedroom. Then we have children's symbol, old age symbol. Understand? All this can be used, okay, if you know how to use. Okay, that's why you are encouraged, to learn. Okay, but before you start to learn, you must have this fundamental, this principle. If not, it's so difficult. That means you're always in the guessing life stage. Whether tomorrow is a good day or bad day, you won't even know, right? The next hour, is it good or bad, you don't even know. This month, is it good for you, you don't know. This year, is it good for you, you also don't know. Then you look at your luck, is your luck good or bad, you also don't know. Then you're living in a so-called blindfold. I mean, your life is a blindfold. Why? Because you have to touch, you have to blindfold and touch. Understand, right? It's very dangerous, right? So what is Bagua? Okay, Bagua, they teach you the interaction of this 10 energy. Okay, so before we go to this 10, this Bagua interpretation, we come to the Taiji first. Then you will have a better understanding how to interact with the Taiji. Taiji got 4 parts, right? 4 parts. This 4 part is called spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Okay, this 4 season has been evolved in this world for many years until they are stabilized. Right? What do you mean by stabilized? They mean until they are stabilized that you can calculate them. What do you mean by calculate? You can calculate this is 90 day, 90 day, 90 day, 90 day. Correct? 90. Right. So every 90 day, the earth change temperature. I mean, you can see the changes. All these changes is controlling. Example, spring. Spring have a lot of wood, right? If you don't control the wood, then what happened to the water? There'll be no water, because why? The wood will taking all the water. That's why after spring we have summer. Summer is fire. They burn the wood, they dry the wood. Understand? So when the fire finish burning the wood, what happened? The soil, the ash start to cool down. So when it cool down, then what happened? Then the temperature will rise. Mean it become colder and colder. That is where autumn come. Autumn have to come. If autumn don't come, what happen? It will become a desert. It's too dry. After the summer. Okay. So the how to understand autumn. If you want to understand autumn, it's very easy to understand. You have fridge at home, refrigerator. You can look at refrigerator. You open, then you look at the cooling, the ice cube box. You go and see inside got metal. Understand? So they have to go and cool the metal, right, until the metal frost. So the frost came in is when the winter start. Understand? Everything becomes so cold, correct? When everything it becomes so cold, everything is frozen, correct? So everything is frozen. So what happened? You need the heat to come in, right? To melt all the ice. Then the process will start all again. This is all controlling factor. So the season itself, which means that they control everything by themselves. Understand? But of course, all this cycle, all this spring, summer, autumn, winter, all this cycle, the controlling language, is come from nothing but the 10 stem, nothing but the 10 stem. So how does this 10 stem change the world? How does this 10 stem change and control the world? Very easy. You see, we have the 10 stem. We put 甲乙丙丁戊己庚辛壬癸. Okay, this is one yin, one yang. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How do they start? Okay, you see this 10 stem, they are all energy based. They are all energy based. You cannot see them, you cannot feel them, you cannot touch them until when you have a date of birth, which is called your birthday. Then you can understand them, you can feel them. If not, you cannot understand. Then of course, who can understand them better? Of course, people like us. Well, we study them, correct? So if you study them, you know them, right? If you know them, they cannot control you. You understand? If you don't know them, they control you big time. Okay, so these are energy. Okay, but in certain time frame, as time go by, this energy they turn into form, because this energy you cannot be seen, but when they become form, you can see. Okay, so how they become form? When they become form, they become tiger. Yi become form, they become rabbit. Bing become form, they become snake, followed by horse. Then Wu is dragon and dog. This is when they become form. Okay, but of course, all this form is so-called blend together with the four season. This is called. That's why nature is very intelligent. They fall into play. They fall into perspective. They are very intelligent. Understand? So Ji is goat and ox when they become form. So when it become form, it become a symbol. It become an icon. Understand? It become an identity that you can use it if you know how. Gang is monkey. Sing is rooster. So when they become form, they become different. You call them differently. You see, when they become form, they have a different name for them, right? Like example, Jia, when they become form, you don't call them Jia, you call them tiger. Because why? Why they use animal? Because you can see them, right? Either Jia is everywhere, is on the space, but you cannot see them. But even you call them Jia, you cannot see them. But when you name them as tiger, because there is tiger in this earth, there's tiger. You can see rabbit, you can see snake. All these are animals that we can see from our naked eyes. Correct? But they are being named differently. Understand? You must understand this. They are named differently, but they are still the same. The same energy. It's just that one you can see, one you cannot see. It's called yin and yang. Right? Yin is you cannot see. Yang is you can see. So all the stem, right? Although they call it heaven, but you cannot see because they are all energy, right? Then when the energy has turned into a form, then you can see. Just like a human, when they are in the egg form and sperm, you cannot see it, right? You don't know what is that, right? But it's only when, you know, in the period of let's say 2 months, 3 months, when the egg has turned into a shape, then you can identify whether is it a boy or a girl. Does it make sense to you? Okay. So then when they turn into a form, they have a grouping. It's called the start and the ending, right? They are the maker. They are the maker of the start and end. If you end is called what? When you die, you live again. When you live, you're facing death. When you die, that means you have to live again. How do I know that? Because the start of the energy is Jia is the start, right? Kui is the end. Because this is 1 to 0. Okay, so they start with what? The pillar of 60 jiazi, they start from Jia and Zi. Jiazi is the start of the first pillar, which is mean that the beginning and the end start, right? But of course, the beginning of the end, the beginning of the energy, and they end with the symbol. So one energy, one symbol start. Then with this, they start. First, jiazi is called the starting pillar, the first pillar. Then followed by yi chou. Then ping yin. So the stem, they run by energy sequence, whereas the branch, they run by animal symbol. See, yin, mao, chen. See, jia yi ping ding wu. Then this is red, chou, right? Then yin mao chen. Because red is here. After red is red is chou. That's why this is hai zi chou. Then yin mao chen. Then what is this one? Is the last one. They continue to run. Then this is the last pillar. This is the start pillar, jiazi. This is the last pillar. So the last pillar and the start pillar is upside down because the jia ren, jia here. See, the jia come down, the kui go up. Understand? So it become upside down, right? So they start all over again. Understand? This is called every start and end, they are together. So this is the start pillar, end pillar is upside down. Understand? So 60 jiazi, you have to under 60 jiazi. 60 jiazi is only the 60 pillar in the universe that everyone cannot escape. Whether you believe or not, you cannot escape. Okay? This is how they start. So when it comes to 60 jiazi, that is where the Bagua come into place to read. So I hope you understand this by now, because I explain very slowly. Who can catch it? You cannot catch it, don't worry. You see this, you watch this video a few times. Okay? How come to Taiji? Taiji 4 parts: spring, summer, autumn, winter. Right? So this part they are talking about produce and control. Okay, produce, okay, and control. One is produce, one is control. So some produce is actually control, some control is actually produce. Okay. Then now we talk about Bagua. Okay. Bagua got 8. Got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bagua got 8 interpretation for you to understand in Bazi perspective. Okay. Number 1 is called produce. produce down, then produce up, okay, then control down, control up, and then this is clash, this is combine. Understand? All the clash, all the combine. Then this is seasonal. Okay, this is 3 combine. Okay, you have to understand all this. These are all parts reading. Okay, if you cannot understand all this, you cannot read parts. So I give you example. What is produced down? Produced down. Okay, 家务. It's called wood produce fire. It's called produce down. What is produced up? 家子. Water produce wood. Understand? What is control down? What is control down? 跟赢. Metal control wood. Control down. What is control up? 家胜. Metal control wood. 八字 is directional reading. You must understand directional reading within the pillar. Okay, clash. Okay, clash. Clash, okay, clash can be in the year and month. This is called clash between year and month. Which one clash which one? The month clash the year or the year clash the month? Then followed by month and the day. So the month clash the day or the day clash the month. Then followed by day, hour. Who clash who? You must understand all this. Right? Clashes is only animal clashes. Stem is all control. Understand? Then combine. Combine same. Combine will same like this. The year combine the month, or the month combine the year. The day combine the month combine the day. The hour combine the hour, the hour combine the day, or the day combine the hour. You must understand combine reading. Clash, there is reading, not just say oh clash. Clash got who win who lose. Understand? Combine is manipulation. Combine is manipulation. Someone trying to manipulate you, or you trying to manipulate other people, right? Or other people try to manipulate you. Combine is manipulate by force. By force, understand? Whether you like it or not, they will do it by force. They don't care, right? So these are all energy interaction. You have to understand. So then, when some people they want to manipulate you, normally you have a combine in your 八字, or there's a combine in their 八字. That means they combine you. That means you are under their mercy, or someone is under your mercy. Understand? So life, there's no surprise if you learn 风水 and 八字, but it's good so that you are always in control. Seasonal combination. Okay, seasonal combination. There's only 2. Okay, the day, the month, the year, or the hour, the day, and the month. Okay, so this is basic. This is basic. Okay, these are 3 combination. 3 combination. How to read? Is it good or bad? Okay, same for 3 combination. Who is more stronger combination? Seasonal combination is stronger because the energy is pure. Whereas 3 combination, the energy is not pure because it comes from 3 different seasons together. They join hand into one. Okay, so these are basic. These are basic. Not yet read, no. Okay, because this is within the budget itself, basic. So what happened? Like the yearly event come in how? That is different reading. Your luck come in how? That is another reading, right? That's why you see, learning 八字. We don't talk about feng shui. We talk about 八字 first. Learning 八字, you must understand all this fundamental. Without all this fundamental, there is no way that you can read a 八字, right? Maybe you're using speculative 八字 reading. I think. But you want to become a pro, you must understand all this. Then you can read. Accuracy. How accuracy? 100% accuracy. Okay. So if you understand this, right, what is the next step? Change. Use feng shui to change, right? So you remember, everyone in this planet, everybody in this planet, they have a date. Even the building, they have a date. Why? Because the date when they start or the date that they finish. You just look at the date when they announce, right? Normally, they don't announce the date they start. They always announce the date of completion. They call it TOP. Understand? So TOP will be the date of this building. That means as long as anything that have a date, the property start to have energy inside. Yeah, it's very true. We cannot see because why? All the energy. This is the game. The game is called every date have energy. This is the game. So every building when they complete, as long as they announce the date, it doesn't matter without the hour, never mind, right? As long as they have the so-called official date, then that is the date of the building. That means the building will have this energy. So when you want to buy property in this, you want to buy a property, you want to buy a house in this development. I mean this property. The first thing to do is not go and look at the unit. Okay, the first thing is to look at the date of completion, where they announce. Then you look at the date whether is it suitable for you to live in this date. Not when you're living in the property, it's because you're living in this date. Understand, right? Just like when we are parents, our children have no choice. They live with us. But when you come to property buying, that's why some people buy good property, some people buy bad property. Some people bought a house that's haunted, like always haunted, because the development itself, they could tell you, is this property haunted or not, right? It is very true. Understand? You better believe it. Okay. So once you have this, how to change? You need another date of birth to change. But a date of birth cannot change a date of birth without a location, because you need a place to activate it, right? You cannot activate it no, on the so-called on the sky. Cannot. You need a place where the place say that this belong to you. This belong to you. What do I mean? Let me explain to you. Let me explain how to change, how to use feng shui. Like example, let's say, just example, just a 八字. Okay, this is a 八字. What other thing can you change a 八字? Okay, there are four things. You can change a 八字. Okay, number one is a so-called personality. Okay, and stability. You can change by changing the year. Understand? So how to do it? In your date, this must appear. Then you can change. Then this person character appear. Then you can change in the date. Okay, or you can change this one. Yeah, it's called society. Right? Luck. okay, a lot of business or career. So you in a date you must have think, wait, this date must, because if this is a problem, you must take out the problem, then you can change, right? If not, there's no logic, right? Change what? How to change, right? So based on your 八字, so 八字 is for you to see, is there any problem, right? If the pillar is no problem, don't take out the pillar and change it. It's disaster to the person, right? Then if you want to change a relationship to improve, then the date must appear adjacent. Okay, this is the rule, right? And old age and children, everything you change, you have to be careful. You make sure that you must read all the parts completely, whether is it good or bad, then you change. You don't just change anyhow. Okay, then you may ask, how about clash and combine? Okay, how about clash and combine? Okay, giving you the protocol, okay, of changing a clash and combine. Let's say okay, the dog and the dragon clash, right? This is the year, this is the month. Okay, these two pillar clash, right? So when these two pillar clash, the gun the gun on top cannot use because the grounding is very unstable. So you need a date to separate them. To separate them. Okay, then there's a pillar here. Okay, then you separate. Then it must appear, both must appear. Then you use this date, you separate, right? Then you can go to either, you can go to either these two locations, up to you. Okay, the location of dragon or the location of dog, or the best is the location of this arbitrator. Look at the animal and see where they are. Understand? So you will be able to so-called professionally solve this clash pillar, of course in your house. Okay, all these are rule and regulation. That's why the feng shui is already in your parts, right? It's easier to enhance everything, whereas outside is difficult, correct? Unless if you are living in the landed property, then of course it's even better, because why? As long as anything that is within your boundary, your gate, anything that is within your gate, that means all the outside is called the big Taiji is good, which is mean that you can use energy outside the house. Is of course far more, 10 times or 100 more powerful than inside. Okay, I had did it before. I had did it many times. It works. It's work, because why? Because I always check with my customer. So how? Understand? You must always check. So why I check? Because I want my so-called, I want my effort to be so-called, to be sure that it works. If it don't work, no point. It will be very meaningless. Okay. So remember, this is all the meaning and purpose for a basic part understanding, right? Before you go into the 60 years, the 60 month, the 60 day to read for all the day master. Because why? 60 years for one day master, you have 10 day master is 600 understanding. Then the month itself is also, right? To a day master is enormous. Then the day itself is all relationship. It's going crazy, and that is only the basic, because this is fundamental that I'm going to show you and teach you free. Understand? So if you have understand all this, then you go into my actual basic, which is in the video. Then when you go into a thank God, oh my God, your mind is going to blow up. Understand? Thank God. It's even more interesting, right? So always you must always understand the nature aspect. Once you understand the nature aspect, you turn this into human reading. Understand? You turn everything into thank God, then you read that people can understand, right? So that's why you have to understand the nature aspect, the meaning and the purpose of all this configuration, all this reading. When you know this, I tell you, your life will change for the better. At least you learn something for a meaning and purpose. Understand? So I encourage every one of you to so-called don't give up. Understand? My video will help you so-called in your journey. Okay, so I hope that you enjoy my video, and thank you very much. I see you again.